After the recent drama with topless streamers on Twitch, Twitch decided to roll out some massive changes to the platform. Here's what they are. All right, so let's see. End of the year bonus. This is for basically for Christmas and New Year's. We have 25% off on the subs, 10% bonus on bits and more. This bits is going to be only on bit donations for 300 bits and over. Okay, we've gotten feedback that our policies around sexual content are unclear, so we've drawn clearer boundaries between what is and isn't permitted on Twitch. Thank God, a lot of people have been asking for this for a long time because it's very popular to just test the limits on Twitch and try to show up on live stream fails or get really popular with a 7-day ban, a forced vacation, and then streamlined sexual content policy. To be effective, policies need to be easy to understand so the streamer knows what is allowed on site and what is not allowed. They definitely need to make this clear because if you try to contact Twitch to try to get clarification on any of this prior to this update, you would literally get Donald. They would just ignore you. Part of the confusion comes from the fact that there are currently 2 separate policies in the community guidelines that address sexual content. Going forward, the sexually suggestive content and sexually explicit content policies will be consolidated into a single policy. All right, makes sense. We launched content classification labels back in June in recognition that some content is allowed to be in our service may not be suitable for all audiences. We believe that accurate content labeling is key to helping viewers get the experience they expect. No, most people that go on Twitch do not care about the labeling, by the way, they just click through it. And now that we can enable appropriate labeling of sexual content, using these labels, we believe that some of the restrictions in our former policies are no longer required. Okay, content recommendations for homepage. All right. We also recognize not all members of the community want to see certain content, even if it's properly labeled with the content label. Viewers must provide explicit consent before they can start watching the stream. Okay, we've seen that. Labeled streams are shown on the Twitch homepage. Viewers may still see the content in stream thumbnails that makes them uncomfortable. So what's changing with the new update? Content that deliberately highlighted breast, booty, or pelvic region, even when fully clothed. Streamers found it difficult to determine what was prohibited and what was allowed, and often evaluating whether or not a stream violated this portion of the policy was subjective. There was definitely a lot of Twitch bias when it came to banning these particular streamers. So basically, what they're saying is, as long as you slap a label on and say that there's big booba in your stream, it's going to be okay on Twitch. Fictionalized, drawn, animated, or sculpted. Oh no. Oh no, they're coming for the chubas. Fully exposed, female presenting breast and or genitals or butt, regardless of gender. There's a thriving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overly punitive and did not reflect the impact of the content. Erotic dances that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures, such as strip teases. Holy frick, dude. Twitch is back. Wowza. I think they were so afraid of losing an audience to Kick and YouTube, they have now decided to pander to the ChatterBait community. Changes to popular dances, such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing, are now allowed without a label. Wowza. Previously, some dances were prohibited and others were allowed with a label. Enforcing on dances, regardless of context, meant our policy prohibited twerking at a wedding or taking a pole dancing exercise class. All right. For example, the policy now takes context into consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment. All right. So if you're at the strip club pole dancing, but it's a class and you're doing it as an exercise, you do not need the label. This is the new Twitch meta, guys. Yep. I think once they added the when hot tub streaming became the meta, I think we all should have seen this coming. Yup. Are artistic depictions of nudity allowed? Content with a focus on fictionalized sexual body parts regardless of gender, such as nude figure drawing, are allowed with a sexual themes label. So so 2D booba is completely okay if you have a label. Wowza. All right then. We better get that toggle. Yep. Fictionalized sexual acts or masturbation remains prohibited. All right. Well, I think we can all agree with that. We don't need a label for that. There are different websites for that. That is the sexual content update. That was 3 hours ago. Now we have another update. All right, Twitch patch notes. Let's see it. Updates to the Discovery Feed experiment. All right. Rolling out a new feed tab in the mobile app to make it easier to discover content from streamers we think you'll like. So they're basically rolling out a for you/recommended tab. Is that right? Easily scroll between a feed of live streams and a feed of clips. All right. I will have to look. We'll look forward to that and see if it's any good. Okay. We recently rolled out 3 new features. Updates to stories on Twitch. Have you guys ever used stories on Twitch? It sometimes is on the mobile app. I haven't seen it on the browser, but it seems like absolute garbanzo. It seems like absolute garbanzo and no one uses it. They just use it to advertise when they go live, but then like it lasts like 24 hours and people just skip through all the stories. You can now mention other channels in your stories to shout out fellow streamers. All right, whatever. Users can opt out of being mentioned in stories in their story settings. I guess that's a nice toggle. Access through channel pages. Viewers can now watch your stories from your mobile channel page. You can see a halo around the channel avatar for streamers who have stories. This is a nice update because other apps have this for stories, and I'll try to click on people's profile and it doesn't work for the stories. You had to go to like a separate area on the app to find stories, and it was a pain. All right, next. Celebrate streamers looking back in the year. Twitch recap shelf on the Twitch homepage. Cool. Everyone loves the Twitch recap. Wait. Share your recap here. Blah, blah, blah. Sprint this uploaded Dino on Twitch. All right, blah, blah, blah. Decided to deprecate squad stream as of January 17th. I don't know any streamer that has actually used this feature. And from a viewer perspective, like, I mean, who really cares, man? Streamers love the concept of streaming together, but in practice, the product didn't do what we'd hoped for. Yeah, they just streamed together, put up PNG, put up the Discord overlay, put their name in the title, and that's basically a squad stream. You don't need like some special feature for it. Just add them in the title. Product lacks features that would make it useful for them, like flexible layouts, merge chat, and a more co-op experience. Basically, it sucked. So instead of improving it, they're deleting it. Got it. Stream Together is now available in beta to all streamers, especially with where we're headed in the future. We think there's a better solution to more streamers. We'll have to try that out and see if it's any good. Next year, we're adding merged chat, combined viewership, and numerous other Stream Together improvements that will make these collabs even better. These are many of the features you said you wanted out of the squad stream. Why didn't they just add this to squad stream? Why did they have to make an entirely new thing? I don't get it. But merged chat and combined viewership sounds really exciting, and I bet this is going to create a new meta on Twitch. So be ready for that. We don't want to split our resources to maintain a product that isn't serving streamers. Got it. Yeah, just like they fired a bunch of people at Twitch, now they're getting rid of other aspects of Twitch. Amazing. Check out the Stream Together guides here. I'll probably read those later. Updates to featured clips based on the feedback. I actually really like the featured clips. I think it's a nice addition. Featured clips only. We've had a featured clips only toggle on by default. This is garbanzo because most people don't know this exists. So they don't even have featured clips. In which case, when you show the clips on your channel, there's nothing there. And people will get really confused by this. So we removed the feature only clips toggle on the web interface. Feature clips will still be prioritized, but will show other clips when there's no feature clips. This should have always been this is always how it should have worked. They should have had all the clips, okay? And if you did have feature clips, it should be pushed to the top of the list. Otherwise, it should just function as clips as usual. Look, they even have a TLDR at the bottom. Omega lol. Well, I already read it all, so. And that is about it. That is your Twitch 2023 to 2024 patch notes.